everybody, and welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you today, and I just want to say welcome back to my beautiful subscribers. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for being here with me on this journey, creating this beautiful space of inclusivity. You guys are such a beautiful support to each other in the comment section, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you so much for that and for your presence here. And if you found yourself here for the very first time, we just would like to welcome you with open arms to this space. I do pick a card readings here. So pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea and some snacks if you like, and we'll have a little chat because we are friends when we gather at my table. So today's pick a card reading, the topic we're going to cover today is how is your person feeling right this moment for you. So it's an energy check-in with them, but we're also going to add on the caveat of what is their next move towards you. So what are their plans towards you? How are they feeling right this second? And what is their next move? I do have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1 with the golden egg and the red flower. Pile number 2 with the crocodile and the purple bluish flower. Pile number 3 with the mouse and the yellow flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. And my timestamps are listed below. Sorry, that's my dog's toenails. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. As I said, timestamps down below. Pile 1. How is your person feeling and what is their next move? Hello everybody in pile number 1. You were drawn to the red flower, or maybe you were drawn to the little golden egg here. Whichever the case may be, welcome. And this is your reading for the person on your mind. How do they feel right this moment for you and what is their next move? The golden egg is this beautiful vessel of potential, and it's golden and it's nestled in this soft hay because it is something precious, something to be protected. Your person feels like there is something very rare about you. Perhaps you feel the same way as this person does too. It's something that's cherished and it's something that is to be explored. So a beautiful place to start. So we're going to look into how do they feel about you right this moment. That is our check-in. How is this person feeling? We're already getting messages with the Queen of Cups. And she is pretty abundant when it comes to the amount of love that she represents. There's usually a lid on her cup because it's almost the sense of she's the mother of the deck. Next to that Empress, she really is this mother of the deck. And when you're a mother, you have unconditional love. And so she puts a lid on her cup. So this person has decided that, you know, they do have very intense feelings for you that perhaps have been in place for a very long time. 6 of Pentacles. They think that you are very well matched to them. They think that the two of you balance each other out very well. And they really like communicating with you and talking with you. They think you have a lot to say and they value your mind and what you have to say as well as your heart. They think you're very well rounded. We have the 3 of Swords. How are they currently feeling right this moment, please? There is, with the 3 of Swords present now with the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like some of you are actually not able to contact this person or they're unable to speak with you. And so they really feel the loss of this beautiful mind, this beautiful communication that you have to offer. And there's this, again, this profound focus on your heart as well. Knight of Wands. There's a real sense of youthful, almost jealousy when it comes to this energy. We do have the 5 of Wands on the back of deck. And again, this sense of wanting to rush in towards you and wanting to bridge a gap. So for some of you, not all of you, may be in separation, but this 3 of Swords really does show a sadness that exists in the present, because these 2 cards are representing the present for me. This is the recent past, the recent or the near future. And here in the near future, this Knight of Wands sometimes has the potential for very unexpected movements. Not, you know, they kind of rush in without forethought. So let's clarify this row before we continue this message. How do they currently feel about you right this moment? The Hierophant. Two of Wands. Clarifying the Three of Swords. How? Thank you. The Knight of Cups. Oh, we have the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. There could be a third party. Take that as it resonates. It's not for everyone. And for, you know, to clarify third party, it can be a person. It can be anything that sort of creates a role or a responsibility on my shoulders that does not allow me to come towards you. So take that as it resonates to your situation. But here with the Hierophant underneath the Queen of Cups, for some of you, I almost feel like this could have been a marriage in the past or something very close to it. There could have even been children involved with this connection in some way as well, kind of representing the insides of this golden egg. But when this person currently and how they're feeling about you, they want, again, to bridge this gap, but they have this hesitation. They have this hesitation because they don't know what it will amount to. They don't know what's going to come out of this connection, and that is scary for them. Back of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. We also have the Temperance card. So these are both cards about patience, about waiting at times, and so there is this sense perhaps of a long period of time where you've had to wait and where they've had to wait, but it hasn't grown old yet. You know, it hasn't grown old for them. It's still something precious. Again, it's a sense of I've put my lid on it. It's unconditional. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't matter how long I have to wait. But we have the Seven of Swords with the Three of Cups, which is why I said there could be a third-party situation, because this is a card about deceit, getting away with something that maybe doesn't belong with me. And we have this Three of Cups. And the Knight of Cups or the Knight of Wands is sometimes someone who really thinks about instant gratification and rushing into a situation, perhaps in a sneaky way. So they do have that thought. They have perhaps fantasies about that when it comes to you, about kind of rushing in with all the right things to say, all the right moves, sweet talk, everything. But it might have to be something that they have to do kind of sneakily. Let us look into their next move. What is their next move? What is this person's next move towards group one? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, Three of Swords over the Three of Swords, which is very interesting. King of Wands. So clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, their next move towards you. The Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. We have the Strength card with the King of Pentacles. Clarifying the King of Wands. Let's move towards you. We have the Eight of Wands. A lot of fire energy here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We also have, you know, a lot of air energy. There's just a lot going on here. Knight of Cups on the back of this deck. So what is their next move? Well, this Knight of Cups, if Spirit were to choose any card to answer this question, they chose this Knight of Cups, which is movement, which is perhaps a bit of a hesitant movement, or a not completely confident movement. They're showcasing confidence, but I don't feel it's a true reflection of their inner state, because there's hesitation there. They're putting in a lot of hope and faith into this decision, into this movement here. And there's a lot of potential for them to lose a lot in some cases. There's a lot of potential for heartbreak here. For someone Could be you, could be this person, could be a third party that will be reflected in this Three of Swords. But let's unravel this message that Spirit has put out for us. Their next move towards you, well, we're starting with the Ace of Pentacles, and I was really kind of struck by the fluidity of the color scheme here with this egg and this Ace of Pentacles. It's like this potential being nestled, perhaps safely, in this little grass is finally being moved out of its little placement. It's like finally there's movement, there's a door being opened. But there's a lot of these queens kind of guarding this offer. This door that's being opened is being guarded by this Queen of Swords, and she is very logical, and she proceeds with caution at all times because she's smart and she thinks about the outcomes of, even though she sometimes wants to rush in, there is practical concerns for her. So I do feel like some of you watching could actually be in a marriage right now or be in a commitment right now, because there's this Queen of Pentacles too, right over top of the Hierophant. So there is this consideration. Even though this offer is coming in, there's a consideration that has to be looked at. And that's this security, this practical concern. So the Queen of Swords is trying to tame this Queen of Wands who just wants to go rushing in and completely ignore this concern about the home, this fear of loss. She kind of puts a halt to it because she's worried about this pain. She's really worried about the downfall. And someone, this Three of Swords over the Three of Swords, this can't unfold without somebody coming out unscathed. Somebody is going to feel this pain. Somebody is going to feel it. But there's movement. This person has the intention of coming towards you. They're really risking this security on their end and pushing through fear to make this communication happen, because they don't have the King of Swords stopping their King of Wands to come through, because they see you as their counterpart. They see you as their divine match. And so they do have these intentions and plans of coming towards you. So let's get a little couple of cards from Spirit. Advice, please, for group 1. We have chop wood. So this is just this card keeps coming out all week. It's been coming out in these readings that I've been doing, and it's about adjusting our energy. It's about adjusting where we're sitting right now so that when this offer comes in, we're ready for it. But again, there's some of you, the chop wood is concerning this practical concern of your home, this tangible fear of losing what I've already amassed because I'm kind of ignoring it and just pushing through of what I want, from a passionate point of view. And there's a lot of like Leo energy here as well. Oops. Enchanted Forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. So like I said, this door opening to this new beginning is very exciting. And this King of Wands is a leader who rushes through that door. And he's sitting over top of this Knight of Wands. So there's like progression in this person's intention. Where they're sitting right now, there's progression in this intention. It's starting to grow. So it's gaining momentum. It could happen very soon. Lost love, surrender, healing, and release. Like I said, I feel like somebody has to bear the brunt of this Three of Swords energy in here. It's here on top of each other. It cannot be ignored, even though, it's like these two are squaring off. It's like logic over lust, squaring off over this Three of Swords. Back of the deck says harmony, self-confidence, and production. I'm going to get you some messages from this person if they could say anything right this moment. How's this person currently feeling right this moment, please, Spirit? Group 1. You consume my thoughts. Thinking about you a lot. And it's something they've protected. And if this is a long-standing no contact situation, this is something they've protected in their heart for a long time. I replay everything that happened in my mind. The separation is killing me. I'm letting go of the past. And has too much time passed? So they're saying they're letting go of the past, but they're also saying has too much time passed. They're worried about that. They're worried about the bloom falling off the rose on your end. You are a goddess. And you have been projected. And again, it's all about energy. It has nothing to do with gender. You could be a male watching this. It has nothing to do with gender. It's about how they perceive you. They put you on a throne. And there's been so many, you know, queens represented here. And even the kings, they're represented here. It's just put on a throne. Always put on a throne. Let's see what they say right this moment. How are they feeling right this moment, please? I'm trying to avoid disaster. Ooh, that Three of Swords looming in the center, but I don't think they're going to avoid it. Am I too late for a second chance? I have never been the same since meeting you. Oops. I felt an instant connection. Oh. Losing you is my biggest regret. I see signs of you everywhere I go. And we need to talk. This Eight of Wands is fast communication coming in the future of this connection. So communication can be expected for some of you. And I'm very interested to hear your stories after this, if you guys come back and tell me what happened. I crave adventure with you, and this King of Wands is ready for that. Ready for that adventure. Back of deck says, I'm learning to release the past. So let's get a charm bowl for you. Oops. I just dropped. What a bunch. I just dropped the 10 of Cups. But I'm going to put it back in the jar, in the cup, so we can draw again. Group 1, please. How does the person currently feel? How are they currently feeling right this moment? We have the 7 of Cups, we have the 4 of Wands, and we have the High Priestess. It feels like they're on the edge of a major decision to clear up a lot of confusion. And it's coming out as confusion, but the High Priestess is saying that they have the knowledge within them. They have the answer already. They already know how to clear up this confusion. They already know what the gateway to their happiness is. It's just gaining the courage to make that first step and to speak their truth to the world. Okay, so we have the stethoscope. We have V, the letter V. We have a little Sheltie dog. We have the letter B as well. This is a whale. Gentle. So we have a couple of hospital connections here. We have the stethoscope, and we have the heart with the nursing cap. So there could be a medical connection or some type of illness. We also have the white fish with the bones, which is kind of like the 10 of Swords, of being kind of overwhelmed by sadness, overwhelmed by the loss of the connection. We have the elephant, which is about leadership and endurance, but I always think of India when I see this elephant and good luck. The whale is a symbol of expression and going with the flow here. All right, group number 1, that is what I have for you today. How does this person feel about you right now, and what is their next move? If this resonates, if this person comes forward with some of this communication, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. Even come back and let me know. I would love to hear your story. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you feel called to. It really helps me to grow, and it helps me to be here with you more. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In group number 2, you were drawn to, oops, this little bluish purple flower, or maybe to the crocodile spirit here. But this is your reading. The person on your mind, how are they feeling about you right now? A check-in with them. And what is their next move towards you? So the crocodile is like this kind of a lurking, lying in wait type of energy. Somebody could be watching you at this moment right now, looking at social media, just kind of like, it feels like I'm biding my time, waiting to pounce. So it kind of feels, it just feels like I'm on the edge of my seat, to be honest. So let's see what your cards say. So let's do a check-in with this person's energy. How are they feeling about you right this second? Group 2. How are they feeling about you right this moment? How are they feeling about group 2 right this moment? We have the 7 of Wands. How are they feeling about group 2 right this moment? The 2 of Swords. The 2 of Cups. The Tower. Clarifying the 7 of Wands. How are they feeling right this moment? 7 of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Oops. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out with the 6 of Cups. I also saw the 9 of Pentacles, but I'm going to put her back and see if she comes back out. Clarifying the Tower. How are they feeling right this moment, please? The 3 of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the 7 of Cups and the Lovers. So this sense with the crocodile of them lying in wait, it could be this weight of like making a choice, making a decision, because the Lovers is about decision and they're having some confusion with the 7 of Cups and how they're feeling. The Lovers is about choice, and we also have this 2 of Swords, which can be about choice, and it feels like they're considering making a move or making a choice to walk away from something, walk away from perhaps their home. Let me get some clarity there. But they're considering making a move here. The 7 of Wands really shows that they've waited impatiently, trying to push through obstacles in, towards this connection. But it could be like they're having a choice to make. So it could be that they had another situation that is an obstacle here. It could be a person, it could be a job, it could be anything of that nature. But let's take a look at that 8 of Cups and clarify what they are walking away from. And always remember, we're talking to collective energy, so there's lots of energies floating around. So if it's not resonating with your situation, then the message just isn't for you at that time. That's why I do multiple piles, and there's lots and lots of videos to choose from as well. What are they walking away from? What are they choosing? What are they choosing between? Knight of Pentacles. 6 of Wands, 8 of Swords. So it's something that's holding them back. We have the 7 of Swords at the back of the deck. It's something that they feel is entrapping them, and it's a decision that they know they've been stuck in this position for way too long. They've been having to put on a show for way too long. So this could be them even wearing a mask in this connection, not revealing their truth to you, not being able to have the courage to truly speak their mind and speak their truth about their true feelings. It doesn't have to be, again, a third party. For some of you that may resonate, but they feel unable to sort of, for a long time, unable to speak their truth, unable to be honest in this connection. If you are in disconnect from this person, they do wish to come back towards you with the 6 of Cups. And with the 2 of Cups present, they have this knowledge of it being a soulmate, intertwined energetically, whatever they want to put, whatever title they want to put on it, it doesn't really matter. They just recognize there's something special here when it comes to the 2 of you. But then we have this Tower energy here. Let's clarify that Tower, please, Spirit. How are they currently feeling right this moment? It has something to do with a foundation that they've built. It could have something to do with this entrapment that they feel over here. The Eight of Swords is a perceived mental entrapment or something that holds me back. It's not a physical prison most times. Sometimes it is. The other day I had a reading where it was a physical prison for this woman's person, but this is like usually a mental entrapment, an infliction that we place upon ourselves, a perceived imprisonment. And this could have something to do with this foundation they've built elsewhere. But take it as it resonates. Clarifying the Tower, please. How are they currently feeling? Yes, this could have something to do for sure with their home. Ten of Pentacles could be a foundation with children. Tower energy again. Page of Cups. Back of the deck is Justice. So they could have a sense of duty, a sense of responsibility elsewhere that really... Oh, the Death card underneath. There is a knowledge here of what needs to be done in order to create a new beginning or a shift in this connection, to create a new emotional start here. But you can notice there's holes in the spoon. So there's just this sense of there's still things that will be lost. There are sacrifices that have to be made in order for this to happen. And it could be at the cost of this stability or this foundation, this family unit, or this practical concern about my home, something financial, but it feels very family based here with the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. And it's a very scary and confusing thing for this person to think about. But it's like there's also the knowledge of what needs to be done. The Justice card is there. It's like, I know it has to happen. But right now, in the current energy with the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, I'm turning a blind eye to it. I'm letting it stay this Seven of Wands. I'm turning a blind eye to that energy. But they do very much wish that they could come towards you. And they are growing quite impatient about that. Because they view you as such a, to be honest, as like perfection. Look at this beautiful queen as perfection, truly. And it's like a rosy glow that cannot be dimmed in their eyes. Like their opinion of you cannot be shifted. So let's shift gears here a little bit and see what is their next move. So let's see if they're going to do anything about this Tower fear. The Tower is really something that comes in and shakes up everything. So let's take a look and see what they actually have planned. What is their next move? What is their next move, please, Spirit? We have the King of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. The Ten of Cups. Justice. So let's clarify that King of Pentacles, please. The King of Wands. Our next move. We have the Eight of Cups coming out with the Three of Wands. Let's clarify that Ten of Cups, please. Judgment. And clarifying Justice. What is their next move? The Seven of Swords. Back of the deck is this Four of Swords and the Star. So their next move, back of deck is the Four of Swords. I don't feel like they're going to make a move. If I was really being truthful here, I don't feel like they are going to make a move at this time or in the very near future at the very least. But always understand that energy is ever in motion, and these energies can shift and change overnight. And but at this current time, they are kind of they are allowing this idea of entrapment keep them entrapped. This but they're cloaking it as responsibility. And it is a fear-based, fear-based stagnation, because there is a lot emotionally at stake here, in order to kind of have this new beginning. And there could be even, little ones involved. Take that as it resonates. It may not resonate with your situation, but there is an emotional toll that this action would take if they were to move towards you. And it would have to come at a cost of not complete 100% transparency in some cases. So for the time being, there is this message that all of this movement that they wish is going to remain in this fantasy realm. It's going to remain as a fantasy, and plans will not actually take place yet, because this Three of Wands, he hasn't taken that first step. He's still looking out over the landscape. He hasn't had the courage to start the trip. Even though it is something that they want desperately, I don't feel like they will make moves in the very near future. And I'm often asked about the time frame that I sort of see. And tarot, because energy is so ever in motion, and it's really a reflection of our inner state, and that changes all the time, I always look at it as a very direct time frame. So this is the recent past, this is the now, the present, and these two cards would be the immediate future, and that's usually around 2 to 3 months for me. But take that as it resonates as well. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of movement in the very near future here. Let's get a couple of cards of advice from Spirit. Whoops. Well, we have explosions on the floor. We have Loyal Heart, which is really my Two of Cups soulmate card, to be honest. It's just, it isn't their actions are not a reflection of how they're feeling inwardly, because they are very loyal to this connection, and what they want is this new life. It's what their hopes and dreams are. But there's just, right now they are at the helm of something. They have a lot of, they are projecting themselves as the leader in a situation. We have Goddess of Creation, Transformation, Creativity, and Wholeness. So I was just asking Spirit how they're feeling about you right now. This Goddess of Creation card is like screaming muse. It's like you are their muse. You are the one that inspires the fantasy inside of them. They really want that 10 of Cups, that emotional fulfillment with you. And we do have Rising Above, Clarity, Freedom, and Solution. So attempting to figure out, they've kind of already gone through the gamut of the worst case scenario when we saw that with all this Tower energy in, the last spread. So they've kind of already created all of these worst case scenarios in their mind. It's just about creating, it's about rising above the fear at this point. We do have eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. A beautiful expression of how this is not going anywhere, how they are going to stay devoted to you in this way. If they could say anything right this moment, let's get a couple of messages from them. How are they currently feeling right this moment? Group 2. I'm ready to act. I feel ready to act, but they're not projecting that here. And the distance between us is killing me. This King of Wands wants to move. He doesn't like standing on the hillside. He wants to move in. But he is being halted by the King of Pentacles, who is more practical than that. He's like, you can't move yet. Look what we have to do. Look at all of these responsibilities that we have. Do you miss us the way that I miss us? They wonder if it's all in their heads sometimes, I think. I don't want anyone to get hurt. And this is, a card like this speaks paramount to the amount of responsibility they feel. Again, being at the head of perhaps a family, if that resonates. I still feel jealous over you. And I made a huge mistake in the past of this connection. What do I feel like this moment, please, Spirit? I am trying to avoid disaster. And that's interesting because this card showed up at the last spread, and there was the Tower in that spread as well. It's really a Tower card for me. I don't know how you feel And again, they're so plagued by that. They think it's all in their head. I don't want to cause chaos in your life right now. I'm afraid to take a chance. The Tower really is scary because it reflects an energy that comes in and changes everything that you can't rewind from. You can't go back to the way it was before. Twin flame connection. And that type of permanent change is so paralyzing sometimes to some people. You give me an indescribable feeling. Where do I stand with you? So much confusion. And, you know, back of deck energy paramount here for the first back of deck energy was this Seven of Cups. It is that confusion that they feel about how you feel. I thought I had more time. Back of the deck says, you are perfect for me. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 2. Charm bowl for group 2, please. How is their person currently feeling? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. Whoops. And we have the King of Wands. So definitely could be some fire energy watching, or this person could be a fire sign. I do feel like they are watching you. I'm feeling very keenly that they are kind of trying to keep tabs on you if they are able to with this crocodile energy. And something about this King of Wands too is so keen and so focused on their passionate pursuits. And I just feel like they're very keen on this Queen of Pentacles. Some of you watching could actually be in a very stable situation with children, so take that as it resonates. There is this, and I think that applies, excuse me, applies to your person as well, because there's this sense of juggling my responsibilities with my feelings and having to make a choice. Let's get some charms in the bowl. We have the letter N and the letter V. We have the Empress in the bowl resonating with the flat shell, and we also have the High Priestess with the curled shell. We have the Tree of Life, so there could be a family involved here, and we have the black seahorse going with the flow. But the black seahorse specifically going with the flow really speaks to me about somebody who is trying to go with the flow but isn't happy in the wait. Because we also have the Anchor, which is stagnation, feeling stuck, you know, having a hard time going with the flow. And then we have the Saw, which is kind of like a slow death, like a slow removal of myself from a situation that I know I need to remove myself from. So it's like I'm trying to saw this tree down, but it's taking me a long time because it's a big tree and there's a lot of roots on it. There's also this perhaps a hospital or nursing link here with the heart, with the nursing cap as well. All right, group number 2, that is what I have for you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel, join our little family here. We would love to have you. We are an inclusive space of light and love. Please like this video and hit the notification bell. Check out my links below. I do offer private readings on Etsy, not usually on weekends, but weekdays I update the shop daily, so please check me out there. Also, I have a current contest on Instagram to win a free mini read with me, so please head on to Instagram if you feel called to enter that. I would love to read for you. But I hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody in group number 3. We're drawn to the yellow brown-eyed Susie. I don't know where to put it. Right here. Or to the mouse spirit. And this is your reading. The person on your mind, how are they currently feeling with you? A check-in with their energy and how they're feeling about you, but also what is their next move towards you. And we have the mouse spirit that you were drawn to here. And this is a timid little creature. It's a sweet little creature. It's an observant little creature. I do think that this person is probably trying to keep tabs on you, but very quietly. If they're watching your social media, I don't think they're liking videos, commenting, anything like that, or making comments on your pictures. I think they're just in the background, watching like a quiet little mouse. There's a bit of an intimidated little creature here. So They feel small in your world. So let's see what else is going on with their energy. How are they feeling about you right this moment? What are their current feelings? Group 3. How are they currently feeling about group 3? So we have the 5 of Swords. This is the Romance Tarot. 5 of Swords. How are they currently feeling? 8 of Swords. How are they currently feeling? The Queen of Cups. And we have the Star. Four of Swords on the back of the deck. Some of you are in disconnect from this person. Let's clarify the 5 of Swords, please. How is this person currently feeling? Whoops. I just saw the 10 of Wands, but flip back in. How's this person currently feeling about group 3, please? The Fool. The Fool has not come out for me all day. This is the very first time the Fool has decided to show up. How's this person currently feeling? We have the World. We have the Queen of Wands, and we also have the Hierophant coming out with her. Let's clarify the Star, please. How is this person currently feeling about you? We have the Hermit. Back of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles, and we have the Magician. So this person, for some of you, you are not in contact with them. Some of you may actually be in contact with them, but for most of you, I don't think that you are, because this person feels like they have to be on the outside and they have to kind of keep quiet about how they feel about you. It's something that they have to sneak away to think about you, or find quiet time to themselves to think about you, because we have this, look at him, like looking at the photographs and holding up that lantern, but having to do it, you know, at night, having to sneak away to kind of get glimpses of the hope that I want, or the hope that I feel for this connection, that someday there could be a place for us. This 2 of Pentacles really talks about a lot of juggling and responsibilities that I may have. Some of these responsibilities could actually be a family with children, because I am struck by the amount of children here, and this little child. And this person could feel that they have the weight of the world on their shoulders at times. Because the 8 of Swords does talk about an affliction, a mental entrapment that I feel, that is perceived. And in this card specifically, you know, this woman is kneeling and lamenting the loss of someone when there is still somebody standing behind her. It's like, I'm not gone, I'm right behind you, you know, type of energy. Nothing is actually holding her back from what she wants, except for herself and her perceptions. And this person, I'm sorry about the wobble, does feel like they have the world on their shoulders at times. In the past, they really lament the fact that they didn't speak up. And I don't know if they're just a really shy person. It feels like they could be a very shy person, but it's like this 5 of Swords is usually about conflict between two people, but in this case, it's like they kick themselves. It's like, I'm in conflict with myself. I kick myself because I wasn't brave enough to speak up. And it feels like a confidence issue in the past. It could have, but it's like due to inexperience, or feeling ill-equipped to handle my emotions, or ill-equipped to handle the fact that I do have this anxiety about speaking up to people. And they're kicking themselves now. Because it's because they realize that they did this to themselves. They realize they put themselves in this position. We have this Queen of Cups over top of this Queen of Wands. So they think very highly of you. They put you on a pedestal. They think of you as someone who is emotionally and physically abundant in every way. because the Queen of Cups is this beautiful, emotional, secure, soft place to land, and this Queen of Wands is this temptress who, you know, can teach you a lot of things. And they've wanted to be able to level up in this connection for a long time, I feel. The Hierophant is about ascension. It's about roles, and the roles that we confine ourselves to. And they don't like the role that they've confined themselves to in your life. Like I said, not all of you are in disconnect from this person. Some of you could just be friends with this person still to this day, but it's never progressed because they're too scared or shy or anxiety filled. I feel like there is an anxiety connection here as well. And to be honest, if I was being honest, I'm almost getting the message that there almost is like on the autism spectrum. And that's very specific to somebody watching, but like on the autism spectrum as well. And that's what made it really difficult in the past to make that move. Very specific, but if it's for you, you'll know it. Because they're like, I struggled so much just to be able to express myself, and I couldn't do that. And so they feel like they have never been able to ascend to your level either, because they want you to see them the same way that they see you, this beautiful, abundant, regal creature. And it has nothing to do with gender. You could be a man watching this. The Queen doesn't represent, you know, feminine energy all the time. It's just about the placement where they put you on a pedestal. But here we have the Star and this Hermit holding out that hope that, you know, that they could wield the power over this. Oh, look at them. And then we have the Ten of Cups, that they could get the strength and the courage to be able to really overcome their challenges, overcome their fears, and be able to create, oops, I keep knocking you, able to create the clarity and the truth that's needed here. You can see this Magician is wielding the sword the most in this case. The truthfulness, the honesty, that was what was needed the most. It was the hardest to give in the past, and they know that's what's needed in the future to gain this Ten of Cups, which is emotional security, which is their dream come true, to be honest. This person feels very sweet. It's their dream come true. It's like, it's almost like this, I have simple desires. This person would say, you know, I'm a simple person. I want simple things. And this is what they want, is just this beautiful life. But they really feel like they have to overcome some challenges in order to be honest with you about that. So that's how they're currently feeling about you. But let's look into their next move towards you. So let's switch gears here a little bit. I'll get a new deck. Whoops. What is their next move towards you? What is their next move? What is their next move? King of Cups. Queen of Cups. What is their next move towards you? Just saw the Page of Swords. What is their next move towards you? The Strength, Leo energy, also Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Hermit, clarifying the King of Cups, next move towards you. Judgment, Five of Wands. Ooh. We have the Three of Swords showing itself. I'm going to pick up the rest of these because it's way too many. Let's clarify the Hermit, their next move towards you. The Knight of Swords. Okay, back of the deck is the King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. So we're talking about their next move towards you, and when we look at tarot, it's a very kind of direct snippet of time because energy shifts all the time. It's always in motion. We're balls of energy. We're always moving. So when I think of my spreads here, I always look at this as the recent past, this is the present, and these two cards are the immediate future. And I always think about a 2 to 3 month time frame for the immediate future. I don't think this person will be able to pluck up the courage to come towards you and reveal themselves in the immediate future. I'm not saying that that's something they won't be able to work towards because I feel like they are determined and I feel like they really want to, but their comfort, their placement, their security is kind of reigning paramount here. And here with the wolf, it's like this lone wolf. It's like, this is my safe zone. I feel comfortable here. I'm in my comfort zone, and that's where I'm going to stay for the time being. And all of my hopes and dreams of leaping, there's the Fool again, it's going to stay up in my mind here with the Ace of Swords. I'm going to try to clarify everything I want, but it's going to stay up there because this King of Cups is next to the Queen of Cups, and both of their eyes are closed. And you can see this Judgment. He's dreaming of this new beginning. He's dreaming of a fresh start, but there's no action. It's just staying in the meditative realm. It's staying in the mind instead of coming into the 3D. It causes insecurity, of course. It causes feelings of impatience and jealousy, and it does cause a little bit of heartbreak because it's stagnation, and that's what stagnation does. And here with this Queen of Cups, she's here because it's like he can feel you, or it's like this is the divine feminine, divine masculine. This is a connection that is very strong. And so it's like you can help pull this person with your energy. She's placed here because she's encouraging the King of Cups. She's placed here because she's there as like the carrot. It's like the carrot that's being dangled in front of the animal that won't move. It's like she is the lure and the bait, if you will, to get this person to kind of push through and to get the courage to reveal their thoughts and reveal their truth. But we also have the Hermit again, and we had that Hermit here sitting in this meditative state. And there's a difference between loneliness and being alone. And this person, I don't feel like they're attached. They don't give me the impression that they're attached in this pile. Even though the King of Pentacles is here, even though there's lots of similar cards that would show up in a reading that would show perhaps some attachment, but I don't feel that in this energy. It's like it sounds terrible, but it's like I'm used to being alone, if that makes sense. It's like they're used to being alone. I don't feel like this person is the type to have long-term commitments or have even had a long-term commitment in the past, if I was 100% truthful, because this mouse is almost too timid. Again, they have special qualities to them that create special obstacles for them, but it's actually part of what makes them beautiful. Like, it's actually part of what makes them special and makes them a unique spirit here, are these beautiful gifts that they have that actually create it's a kind of a full circle thing, but it actually creates more struggle, more obstacles for them in life on a social scale, but it actually makes their mind so much more beautiful than the typical mind. But for the time being, their intentions, they want to come towards you, but I don't feel like they're going to be able to push through that fear. But let's get some advice from Spirit. Group 3, please. How is this person currently feeling? Between worlds. So this flamingo, it encourages us to embrace the in-between. This person kind of perhaps feels like they're in a bit of limbo. Maybe you feel the same way regarding this person. And it's about pushing through that comfort zone that we talked about. That line in between is this comfort zone. We've been in this gray scale for so long. It's hard to push past and to be bold and to risk ourselves, to risk our emotional ego. And this person feels like a very sensitive person in a lot of ways. An emotional person perhaps, and someone who maybe has gone through a lot in their life, who has had to kind of heal a lot, and so they are emotional. We have the Clean It Up card, and this card it really speaks of a warning for all of us to stay in the present moment, and to not live in the past and to not live into the future, because the only thing that exists is the present moment. Everything else is just air. It's just ethereal. It's memories or it's imagination. And so we have to stay in the present moment. And if our energy is not befitting what we want it to look like in the future, then we need to ask ourselves why and try to address it and try to elevate ourselves. We do have never-ending story. And that really screams to me that you may have spent a lot of lifetimes with this person in some form or another. Please. Ooh, I just got a paper cut from one of my cards. That's never happened before. Ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity, and fertility. This ocean of eternal love. And you know what? Like that King and Queen of Cups, they are both so emotionally abundant. And the Queen specifically puts a lid on her cup. It's a sort of like unconditional love between the two, between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The search, feeling lost, confused, and lonely. It's like I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to navigate who I am. I'm trying to navigate my feelings. I'm trying to figure out this connection. Like this person has some obstacles that they've had to face, but I feel like they're in a good place. They're doing a good job at it, is what Spirit is saying. Like they're working hard, and they've worked hard to overcome a lot of their what they perceive to be differences in them, but are actually gifts. Intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart, and that really goes well with, you know, that message that came through with the King and Queen of Cups of how you are luring this person. You're able to kind of use your energy as a bit of a carrot to dangle in front of them to help, you know, encourage them. And if you know this person and you're in contact with them, honestly, your encouragement could go a long way for them to feel safe, because they are concerned about missing their chance as well. Their hesitation is on their mind. This Knight of Swords, you know, he's chasing this bike. It's taking off without him. And that's something that is fearful. It's like it looms over them. Insecurity. The insecurity that we were just talking about looms over them, because they don't feel they measure up to the rest. They do feel unique, and they feel unique. They feel like there's nobody out there just like them in some way. Prayer, making the best of a bad situation, making lemonades out of lemon. All right, lemons, yeah, lemonade out of lemons. We have grief at the back of the deck. Some of these, you know, I mentioned earlier about it perhaps on the autism spectrum, but there's also this sense of anxiety as well, and being enveloped in depression perhaps. There could be a depression link here too with the grief card. It's like sometimes I get overwhelmed with loss of something I've lost in the past, and I don't see hope on the outside of that, which stops me from moving forward. Let's get some. If this person could say anything to you right now, how are they currently feeling about you right this second? Says, I'm coming forward with an offer. They want to be confident. They want to project confidence. It's like looking at themselves in the mirror and practicing what they want to say. I wish I had fought harder for us. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. Again, too late. This Knight of Swords charging after his bike. And that concept, I feel like, is something that really looms over them mentally. I dream of a second chance with you. I don't know how to tell you the truth. And the back of the deck says, don't give up on us. How do they feel at this moment, please, Spirit? I see signs of you everywhere I go. And it will never be over for me. Like I said, there's a permanency about the Queen of Cups as well. A permanency even about the King of Cups. They're very emotional. They're very sentimental people. I don't know how you feel. The last time I saw you, it crushed me. You'll never know how beautiful you are to me. Oh. I daydream about you. Oh, this is two-sided. I'm in love with you. Oh, that's sweet. This person feels very sweet, almost innocent, if to be honest. I'm ready to reach out. I think I have always loved you. And the back of the deck says, I'm afraid to take a chance. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Group number 3, please. How are they currently feeling? 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords, Tower. For some of you, this is a friend that you could, again, you may not be in disconnect from, but they're just unable to reveal themselves. Someone from your friend group. And it's because if they speak their truth, if they're 100% honest, it could change everything forever, and that scares them. They don't want to lose you in the capacity of which they have you already. And so that is kind of a prison that they've created for themselves with the Tower, with this 8 of Swords. But it's a perceived prison, because I do feel like there's mutual affection here that they aren't confident enough to see. We have A in the bowl today. We have S as well. We also have the Q. You versus you, them versus themselves. We have never, never give up. And we also have this sword. And you know, we had this Ace of Swords here for clarity. This person's very intelligent as well. I feel like they're very bright, very intelligent. We have the Dragonfly. And the Dragonfly is about transformation, and it's about really difficult transformation that is, it seems impossible to behold, truly, that the Dragonfly could start under the water and then create, you know, have a moment where they remove themselves from that depth and take to the air in flight. It's incredible. So it really reflects a transformation that is imperceivable. This person can't imagine. I feel like they can't even imagine being in your league in some ways. We have the Wing as well, looking at things from a higher perspective. And this plume makes me think about like a flower bundle and a like filler in a flower bundle. So I don't know if this person just feels like they're, oh, it's sad, but it's like they have this opinion of like they're just filler in your life, or that's all they're good for or something. It's a pretty self-deprecation. We also have songs. So I don't know if maybe this person has written you a song, or there's a song that is specific to your name, but take that as it resonates. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you. I wish you the very best of luck in this connection, because that's how I usually close out my private readings. But I hope that this resonated with your situation. And if it did, I would like to hear about it in the comment section if you feel called to. I would love for you to join our little family here and subscribe to this channel. Please hit the like button and the notification bell. It truly helps me to bring you guys more content. So I really appreciate it if you do that. But I really hope that you guys come back and visit me on another day here at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take care.